Welcome to another episode on our channel. The original Captain Marvel had a mohawk on the front of the box, and the figure had brown hair. Here we have her on the box, blonde hair. Dark undertones, yes, but blonde hair. We'll spare you the opening and get right to what's inside of the box. We are back. Instead of these being kind of restraining forces to contain her powers, they're more like extensions of the power. So you would use this on her forearm, and then this would come over and attach to the peg on her wrist. So you wouldn't use the translucent hands in that case. If you just wanted to go with this thing, then you would use the translucent fists and translucent forearm guards, right? And this would just go over the forearm, and it would look like she's shooting out. Again, this would represent, I guess, the power surging out of her hands. If you just wanted to not deal with any lights whatsoever, she has regular fists and relaxed hands on her, and then she has what I call grr hands, grr. Two of these. She also has a stand. It's a hexagon. I kind of like, now that I see this one and compare it to the other one, I didn't really like that stand. I like plain stands, but that stand to me looks better than this stand. But they're kind of useless because you can't really bend her that much. And I hate to quote, but I will. So according to their own instructions, it says, do not excessively bend the arms and legs or bend them outward. Otherwise, the figure will be damaged. So you know that anyway. I mean, you look at it and you bend it and you can see the wrinkles in the very tight material, and you go, oh, if I leave her in that position for any length of time, that's going to be a problem down the road. So you really have to be content with a less dynamic pose. So we'll pause and get her on the stage. We are back. If you want to use the lighted up look, you have to take the hand off, the forearm guard off, turn the light on, put the forearm guard back on and the hand back on. And now you can use this extender to represent the power kind of shooting out. If you want it to have a more awesome look, you can take that off. And by the way, when I put this on, a little piece broke off. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of moving it around on the table. I can't pick it up and you see it, but there it is. A little piece broke off. But if you want, and that's disappointing, really. But if you want to have a more awesome light up effect, you can put this on. And what used to be the restrainer is now an extension of her powers. You can just put this thing on to the wrist peg, and I can get it to stay on. There we go. And it looks more formidable. Looks like a boxing club, actually. So if you want that look, it's there for you. Personally, I'm not going to do that. So, oh, they came both off at the same time. It's kind of nice. Let's get this. bracer off, or forearm guard, whatever you want to call it. And let's get the other one on, the normal one, what I call the normal one, and a hand on. All right, there we go. But the thing I want you to really take in is, again, the hair. It's brown. Totally brown. Which is not consistent even with the picture on the box. I just don't get it. I just absolutely don't get it. But that's what we have. So let's pause and at least get a look at her. I'm not saying she doesn't look good in brown hair, but she wasn't fully brown in the movie. It was brown hair. I mean, it was blonde hair with some dark undertones, but it wasn't fully brown. So let's get her on a turn tray and just take a look at her from different angles, and then we'll get some close-ups. I forgot to show you this. This is the awesome piece with Captain Marvel, this particular Captain Marvel. This does turn on. You take the piece that's in the front of the hand and you pull it apart. And then you can turn it on. And it's not very bright, but all these gems are lighting up. Some are brighter than others. Then you can put it back in. And then enjoy it for a few seconds before it starts to dim. Oh my gosh. I love this hand though. I just wish these batteries would last longer. I wish they could come up with something else than batteries. Anyway, it is a cool item. And it is easier to get to than some things I've had to deal with. But it is cool looking. All right, so we'll pause and now we'll get her on the trick. I think she looks great, other than the hair not being blonde. I'll just be quiet while we go around and look at her. All right. There we go. Now we'll do this and then the head. Here we go again. Brown, brown, brown. Love the face. Here's one last look at Captain Marvel. I love the face, the facial details. I just, again, wish she was blonde with dark undertones. That would be perfect. Regardless, this is what you're going to get if you get this particular figure. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.